Are we rolling? I didn't mean to rip.
Oh,
We're
like
rolling.
this if we're-
Oh, yeah.
Look, the speed, if you're looking for me to drive the car,
Oh, yeah.
the speed I predict to drive is so slow.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I don't know
Yeah.
how that works for people listening.
Yeah, we're
Hazard
going the
lights
speed where you... we're going like mail truck speed where you can kind of like grab
Yeah.
something while you pass it.
I've never thought of the other side of this, of whatever their experience is. If
No.
I'm at the helm, I've never done that.
Go! He's sitting behind Anthony. Go! You piece of shit!
And I'm just like, look what they did over there. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Was that like a Carolina blue? I would have never thought to
You-
make a house out of that color.
You're giving a tour of the development. You're the HOA guy showing it to
This
prospective
used to be
buyers.
all Pizza Huts.
The
Yeah.
developers came in. They bought out the Pizza Huts. They made it a bunch of split ranches.
Kept the same roofs though.
And it's like, hey, man, and if you're gonna do that, at least still pizzas. You know,
A
somehow in this world.
So houses have to be Pizza Huts?
A
No,
home made out of a repurposed Pizza Hut might be delightful, actually. A lot of floor-to-ceiling windows.
Yeah.
To
Stained glass.
Stained glass. They don't make those lamps
I
anymore.
know.
that is a shame.
Wait,
Those,
I
and I would keep the salad bar.
went,
Right.
yeah, all that kale. They used to be the #1 purchaser of kale in
Really?
America
Yes.
because they used, or maybe it wasn't Pizza Hut, maybe it was Sizzler. It was some like buffet salad bar.
It was someplace where nobody eats kale.
Yeah, it was all decorative because nobody was eating kale until like 8 years ago, except for like, vegans and stuff. I went to the New York Historical Society because they have this.
I went there too.
Did you go to the Tiffany lamp room?
I did.
Man, the whole time I was like, feels like being in a Pizza Hut.
It was cool. Yeah.
I was so high, and Natasha and I were walking around, and we were like, "This one's beautiful." Like it was really cold in there.
It's just like priceless Tiffany Pizza
There's
Hut
a-
lamps.
Yes, there's like 100. They're Pizza Hut adjacent.
They were made by Tiffany herself.
Yes.
And they're just like made of pure crystal.
yeah.
And they just
They're
look
all
like
from
Pizza
one
Hut.
Pizza Hut.
That Ronkonkoma Pizza Hut they didn't know what they were saying. It was a
The
treasure
original
trove in
with the
there.
lead.
Yeah, no, that's a cool room. Have
That's a
you ever
cool
been
room.
to the New York Historical Society?
Oh, it's great.
Wow, I feel like a real Philistine now.
yeah.
fucking idiot.
I'm surrounded by historians all of a sudden.
They got the Tiffany room. They also have currently
They have a Swarovski closet.
a fake Oval Office, and you can sit
Nice.
behind the desk and take photos. And-
Really?
Yeah. They have like a
Missed
whole
this.
exhibition about American presidents.
That feels like something that the chief of the historical society was like rolling their eyes. Oh, do we have to?
Yes.
Do we have to do some Instagram photo op bullshit to get people to come?
And it's so fun. Like there's a phone you can pick. Like we were making videos.
Hello, Pizza Hut. I'm using the red phone to call the Pizza Hut. Look at me. Dude, just people doing bits all day
The
long.
guy in front of us was like, I did not have sexual relations. I was like, yeah, that rules, man. Make that video.
He's rehearsing his claim before he sits down.
Also, it was like a Gen X guy, and then his like 16-year-old son, and the son, you could tell the son was like, "What even is that?" Like,
The dad's like, Monica, don't say a word about this. The son does not get the reference. He's like, Dad's waiting for a laugh. The Historical Society's like, we have Nixon's letters with
Yeah,
the,
right.
with
They
the
have, like,
slurs and all.
genuinely priceless pieces of history, and everybody's like, "Oh, I want to pretend to be the president."
We have Teddy Roosevelt's thumb in the other room, and people want to goof around taking pictures.
And you can try it on.
Yeah, it works.
And you can take a picture with the thumb.
Damn. Historical Society, I gotta hit that shit.
Yeah,
up.
it's pretty good.
That
I
sounds
think it
pretty cool.
suffers because it's like the lesser known on Museum Row.
Well, it's on the west side.
Right. Is that where all the museums are?
We're
No?
all on Fifth.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're
the
all
other
on
side of the park.
other side
So
of the
not
park.
Museum Row. So
No.
it's like a satellite campus.
Yeah, well, it's next to the Natural History
They're
Museum.
waving
That's what I
across
mean.
the park.
So
Yeah.
there's
and that-
those two, and then everything else is on the
Like,
east side.
okay.
like Woody Allen and Mia Farrow
Yes.
just waving to each other across the park. That's
The
a
dream.
lovely little setup.
I'll say though, I think that's why I thought the guards there. I don't know if they're guards. The guys that stand there in ties, they were pretty chill. Do you know what I mean?
At the
like
Historical
I think
Society?
they were like pretty
Yeah,
excited.
touch it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think they were pretty jacked that anyone was there.
Yeah, 'cause
so
I
they
think
were
next
like
door-
very
Go
Next
ahead.
door gets all the business.
yeah. Take one of those bridge paintings.
Yeah.
we got
Yeah,
enough.
you can have it.
It's
No, we
fine.
got plenty of Robert Moses' pens. Grab one.
There was a heavy Robert Moses presence at the historical society.
Yeah.
He's there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they got
he's
him.
hanging out. He's like,
he has a tomb.
and he's like, black people can't go to the beach. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, no, it was just a line full of black people going in and just spitting on his hologram.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
He's in a very segregated part of the historical society.
yeah, you have to cross a highway actually to get to
No
it.
buses.
And I keep hitting my head. If there's a height limit, I keep hitting my head on the
No
overpass.
JPs.
No JPs allowed. This is a very specific form of segregation. I don't care for it one bit.
Yeah, what an odd way to be racist. If they were just like, well, they're tall sometimes, you know?
That Lou Alcindor. I'm not calling him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, they make him 7'1" in volume. This is what
get comfortable.
Pop your shoes off, fix whatever toilet paper
Yeah, what's
situation
coming
you
out-
got
what's coming
going
out of
on.
your shorts?
Sticking out of your compression shorts.
Oh man, I'll tell you about it. Hang on one sec. I gotta get rid of this.
Oh no,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I know. I was like, oh, maybe it's like a tissue. He's holding it there. Like that's like I was like, maybe it's intentional.
he's
I'll tell
bleeding
you-
from a wound up on his upper thighs.
I'll tell you what it is.
He'd need to get stitches.
So when I pee now, as I've gotten older,
When you what?
when I pee as I've gotten older,
Yeah.
it drips more. So it leaks more. So what I've started doing,
You didn't even get it in the garbage can. It's on the floor.
it's a hotel. You're operating under different rules in a hotel.
What do we tip the staff $5 a day for, if not to pick up our piss
Our
napkins?
piss napkins.
Well, maybe they can use that, and if they want to commit a crime at
Frame
some point.
you?
They got your DNA.
Yes, they could. I
hope
suppose
they
so.
do.
And I hope they do.
Anthony's Googling, is there DNA in piss?
What about if it's dry?
What if I drank DNA? Does it come out in the pee?
It's a good question.
I'm
I'm
trying
on
to
a
make up
zero
for Greg
DNA
every now and
diet. Yeah, I
again
know, you're-
with the
You're
craziest
doing
thought
a
I could
good
have.
job. You're doing a
Thanks.
good job.
But I'll tell you, so that's I actually wrote this down as something we could talk about. I
That?
can't believe it came up. Yeah, I guess so, because this was going to be under the umbrella of inventions.
Okay.
So as I've gotten older, I drip more after I pee. So where it used to be kind of a clean break and then I go about my day, I've
Leaky
noticed.
faucet.
There's an epilogue.
Yeah, there is an epilogue, a bit of an epilogue. So then I walk around and I've been wearing pants that are a little bit more sheen. I'm not wearing
Oh.
as much denim as I once was. So why?
Oh, I thought you
Because
meant sheer, like seeing through, which would defeat the purpose. But sheen, you're saying like there's a moisture wicking. I'm wearing it myself.
Yes, exactly.
yeah, I'm with you.
It's a thinner fabric.
Okay.
So why? Because that's what they're sending me at
Yeah,
Stitch
okay,
Fix.
all right.
Whatever they're sending me, I'm wearing.
Cool.
Yeah.
God bless.
An adult man making decisions every day.
Getting dressed by
you gotta keep
podcast sponsors.
I think you got to keep some elements of your boyhood to stay youthful. This
Sure.
being one of them, having
Okay.
my clothes laid
Yeah,
out for
somebody
me.
else picks what you wear, and you don't question it.
Yep.
Exactly.
You don't have tastes.
A bit of a surrogate mom who lives in Tampa named Robin, who once a month sends me what I'll be wearing for the month. So
You get dressed by Robin, you lightly piss yourself. It's first grade all over. You
it is a light pissing yourself. Not wrong about that.
got a microdose piss.
Everyone feels alive in their own way. So I've been noticing because I went on stage right after a pee, and I had just
A little dot or two.
droplets. I had to then explain it to the crowd. I guess I didn't have to explain it, but boy,
but
did
you
I
did.
spend a lot of time explaining it. To the
Did they
point-
like that?
No.
Yeah.
It was the very same show where I, after my set, watched 3 people leave the show, leave the whole building entirely, and then I was trying to keep a safe distance between me and myself between them, and I could hear one of the girls saying to the other girls, "I'm so sorry that I brought you to that," which was very hurtful.
Where?
The
What? Just like what
apology.
venue was this?
This was so you know how Old Man, I don't know if you've ever done the Old Man Hustle Brooklyn Comedy Club.
The new.
So they've since
New,
splintered
as in, like,
off into the.
6 years.
They haven't
Yeah.
found a home, much like ourselves in various hotel rooms
Yeah.
scattered throughout the city, as they are in different rooms that might be appropriate
Yes.
for
We're recording
comedy.
from the Imperial Suite at the Sheraton, Netherlands right now. It's about 15 grand a night.
Yeah, you can hear Benjamin Netanyahu next door listening to Paw Patrol. I don't know why people hate this. It's very good. One pup for the world.
The Paw Patrol have a right to defend themselves. But wait, how do we get here?
Anyway, okay, right.
Your piss napkin
So that's where I was.
Oh
right?
no, the bad
That's what-
show.
Bad show.
Yeah, there was
That
a
you
bad,
talked
someone
about it. So
apologized
now-
So I talked about it.
So now you're just carrying around a piece of toilet paper in your shorts for that?
No, I peed before I left the apartment, my apartment,
Yeah.
right? And I was worried that it was gonna, come up. It was there was gonna
Sure.
be some pee.
You wanted to control the narrative.
I
You
wanted to
get
control
ahead
the
of it.
narrative. I wanted to get ahead of it. Exactly. I
Get
wanted
ahead
to
of
get
it.
Your
Get
PR
ahead of
person was
that.
in the back of the room like, hey, the piss. Get in front of it.
So what I've been doing is after I pee, I grab like a little bit of toilet paper and I stick it to my penis head, and then I walk around with it, so it acts as a barrier between my penis and my shorts, so people don't see it.
Yeah.
But
It made its way to the bottom of the leg.
it's not a perfect system.
No,
and
it's
a
not.
new system.
Okay. You're still in kind of a testing
It's
phase.
a beta prototype.
This is not ready for Shark
No,
Tank.
definitely
yet.
This is
not. Not yet.
in its
I'm still
infancy.
piloting this thing.
You're A/B testing a number of methods.
Yeah, exactly. So that is where we're at now, which
And now there's a piece of paper that's
I'll
been
put it
on
in the
your
garbage.
penis.
It's bothering
that's
me.
on the floor.
I'll
of
put it
this
in the garbage.
hotel
I know
room.
it's bothering you. I'll put it in the garbage.
I got like direct eye line on it. So
that's a lot.
and now that I know really where it's
Now we
been
know
in its
what
journey,
it is.
well, urine is sterile, right?
to you, like
I think
your
that's a-
urine is sterile to you.
Oh, really? It's
I
not
think
for
that's been
everybody.
famously disproven. I don't know, but
Yeah,
haven't
I
done
don't
the-
think that feels like something that like a piss freak put out into
Yeah.
the world.
It's a good point. Yeah, that is definitely.
Because we all just kind
sterile.
of took that as like, well, I'm not going to do the research.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's a lot of urine kink fetish people being like, it's got vitamins even.
Yeah.
Like we should be drinking it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
right,
actually
right,
like a
right.
healthy
And
choice.
We're all like, all right.
Yeah.
that was going around for a little while. A lot of people on the internet being like, "You should drink your own piss.
I think it was like
Rub it on your
a
face."
joke written into
should.
like it's like a joke from like dodgeball or something. It's like
Yeah.
I drink my urine, it's sterile,
Yeah.
and like from a crazy person.
No,
And, like,
it was in Nathan For You, where he goes to like a gas station
Oh,
and he talks to
yeah.
the gas station owner. He's like, "Yeah, I drink my grandson's pee."
yeah.
They have like a long
Yeah.
discussion about it.
It's So I don't know if
to
we,
better connect with them.
Yes, we
I
do
get it.
need-
Out
we
of
should
if you
check
don't know
in-
science,
it
I get
does
it.
feel slightly like because like for like sea urchins and jellyfish are like urine
Right, for the
helps
stings.
the sting.
Right.
There is something where I'm like, that feels medical.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That,
So
it must be safe.
It
That
could
is
be ancient
Neosporin.
wisdom. I'm not making a judgment just yet. We're gonna-
Right.
Right. But I
I
also
value
don't,
the Native Americans.
I don't want to
Where
get in
you
the lab.
scoff at their ways.
Yeah. They lived without furniture, and as a result, they walked better. They had a better gait. And
Yeah.
They ran faster. So who are we to say? We got to check in on that gas station owner and see how healthy he is right now
Yeah.
from drinking all that grandson piss.
Yeah.
Maybe he's running like a 45-second 400. We don't know.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
He's,
I do love that. If you're an athlete, you got to do them all.
got to try everything.
You got to try everything. Just
Oh,
to,
all the
for
like
that-
stuff.
It's so
Yeah.
competitive because you're
It's
so
nuts.
close to each other.
Right.
To really
Any edge. Is
any edge you can get, you got to do it all.
I just remember when I was like competitively swimming and the like, just like not shaving and then shaving like your entire, and I was like, this is the difference that I'm looking for. Like, I'm not a hairy person. And like, this is still like what I'm going to have to like shave my whole body.
I'm doing this for hundredths.
Yeah. Hundreds of seconds. To be 12th?
God, that was. Did you swim too?
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
In like middle school, I was like on a swim team.
I think
in
it's the
summers.
most when you're. It's the most because you were good though.
Yeah.
Because I competitive swam. I don't know how competitive it was. It's the most embarrassing because everyone has to wait for the last person to wrap
Yeah.
up. It's so
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was.
Racing stuff is always like, here comes the slow one.
Mhm.
Yeah, kids are like dry by
Yeah.
the time like I'm like out
Yeah.
of the pool. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
sucks.
It sucked.
That 800 meters.
Yeah.
It takes all day.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you're like this, you're like, you kind of have to stop every now, you know what I mean? Like I would have to stop by the wall and catch my breath. They'd have to wait for that.
And if
Oh,
it's
wow.
outdoors, the kids are fucking freezing. They're just standing there, Speedos, blue lips, waiting for you to come across the line.
The next heat's waiting to go. They're like the faster heat, and you're like,
They're doing their
sorry.
Michael Phelps arm
Yeah,
flaps,
like-
just trying to keep warm.
They're cleaning the water in the other lanes.
Yeah, they got the skimmer.
There's little kids using kickboards. They're taking swimming lessons in lane 8. Gotta rack it up.
I accidentally like wander into a Vietnam veteran who's doing like calisthenics in the water.
Using the foam weights.
So yeah, that's where I was at. So that was I was thinking of some kind of pea guard, a more elegant way. Obviously, the prototype I have now is not cutting the mustard, but some kind of a. But then I was like, that's just a diaper.
They have Depends for men.
Yeah,
For just
yeah,
such
yeah.
Thicker
purpose.
underwear. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I was, I guess, more of a strip, like an elegant, like some kind of.
like a cap.
Yeah, like a cap,
A little hat.
like a
Yeah,
stopper,
yeah.
exactly, like a thimble,
Yeah.
like a dude thimble, like you know how they have those dude wipes for guys.
Yes.
Custom made just for you. You send in a picture of your dick to this company that 3D prints specially custom made bespoke pieces for the gentleman with leakage.
bespoke dickhead heads.
You know what would do it? A diaphragm
Oh sure,
or a Diva Cup.
Diva Cup, I was just saying, throw a little latex
man,
cup
I
over
would
that
love
fucker.
that. A
We've been working on this kind of thing for and not really. People really stopped at tampons, and they were like, "You're fine."
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
but the Diva Cup, it's got to be breathable. You know, we can't have latex.
Right. It
It's
can't
gotta
just be
something-
silicone.
It's got to be something
So-
in the gauze.
The Diva
family.
Cup's holding a ton of stuff. You're just looking for drips and drops.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
drips and drabs. I don't need this thing to be able to, it doesn't need to be like the bounty test.
It needs to
Right.
pass the eyedropper test. and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not looking for turkey basers. We're looking for eyedroppers.
Yeah, and I guess if it does pop out, you want it to be like people are impressed. Do you know
Yeah.
what I
You
mean?
don't want it to be an old piece of urine toilet paper.
Yeah,
Ideally, no. I'm with you.
At this phase, that's what it is, though.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, my team is
Something that
not
could-
great.
It's something that could get stuck to you by accident. at this
Yeah.
point.
It looked unintentional.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
It was the most intentional.
I was like, does he know? Like when somebody like steps on toilet paper and it's like, oh, there's
Yeah.
toilet paper on your shoe. It
Yeah.
felt like that, but way closer to your dick.
And
No,
also, it
this-
made its way to the bottom of the compression.
Yeah, the
shorts.
compression shorts are probably too loose.
Yeah, they're not compressive.
If
These
things
aren't
are
compression
moving
shorts.
around in there so much.
Hey, you're not wrong. These are, and I know we talked about it yesterday, the idea of loose underwear.
Yeah.
These are kind of as loose as it gets when it comes to, they're briefs, but they're more boxers. And,
Yeah.
I think this was what happened
Where do you come
here.
down on loose underwear? I mean, not to tread, read.
No,
Oh, I
please,
mean,
here,
it seems like there's endless,
Where
rumors.
I don't know how we got there yesterday. Somehow we got there as like, they don't make a lot of loose underwear. We're talking to Courtney
They're
about
making less
fashion
and
stuff.
less. They're making
They're
less.
making
and
less
loose
and less,
underwear.
which I like.
Yeah.
I've never liked a boxer.
I like
don't-
a gentle embrace.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
like a.
Just
You guys have
enough
all
to-
of our, like, none of our underwear is loose. It's never been loose. That's never been the case.
ladies'
It's
underwear. No, yeah,
always right up against you.
because you're
Yeah.
gonna get hit with the granny panties tag if you're a ladies' underwear.
It's
And
person.
even those
unfair.
aren't that loose in comparison to what.
yeah.
Sorry. It's fault of the table, I would say.
Yeah, it's the
It's a
table's problem
structural
that you can't
problem.
lay down on it. So sorry, you have to be upright.
They set
for an
this
hour.
up in the hotel. They're like, no way a podcaster's going to put his feet on this.
I take what you said with no sarcasm at all and just empathy. And yes, yeah.
When you got Anthony DeVito in a hotel room, all the glass needs to be tempered.
Yes.
It needs to be shatterproof. It needs
So
to be
he
like,
can lay on it.
like an NBA backboard. It's going to really create havoc.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I see these pictures of like the underwear that they're marketing to ladies, and they're the narrowness.
Oh yes.
Holy hell!
Very
what are we
narrow.
doing? Like you're playing
Yeah.
with fire.
Yeah.
With a lot of these
Yeah,
designs,
this big. You're like, well,
Just-
okay.
barely. I mean, not to be crass, barely lip width.
Yeah.
Barely lip width.
You're not wrong. It's borderline where it's like the specifics of the shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
almost there.
It's like mouth tape.
Oh yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah, we're rehashing
yeah.
a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but we didn't talk about this on
No,
the pod.
we
We talked about this at dinner.
After.
I didn't know mouth shape. I'm new to the whole
The
concept
mouth
of this.
tape's kind of great, I gotta say. It's one of those freaking optimization things.
What
that's
is it
actually
doing
good.
for you?
It forces you to breathe through your nose. You breathe better while you sleep. Your breath rate goes down. and I wake up with like 6 hours of sleep, feeling like I slept for 8 hours. I've found that it actually works.
Wow.
I notice a difference.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if I want to put tape on my mouth before I go to sleep.
Your instincts tell you don't. You truly don't.
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah, there's
survival
something about
instinct.
closing off one of the main breathing paths.
Yeah.
Look,
when
your
I'm
mind
unconscious.
Your mind is going to try to trick you into thinking you're kidnapped, and you are going to try to break free of whoever you're around.
Yeah.
But
You are gonna call 911 a couple of times. But it is awkward, like if you wake up in the night and like you and your partner both sleeping, and then you're like, and you
No.
just try to say something.
that
and,
sucks.
Yeah,
like that scene in The Matrix.
that is awkward.
That is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Riz would be so scared.
How
Oh.
are you going to sleep when you don't even have a mouth, Mister?
It's from The Matrix. One
How
of the
are you
agents in
going
The
to
Matrix.
podcast when you can't even riff?
Leiby has never seen The Matrix. She only
I've seen
watches
The
movies
Matrix.
with
Really?
Brooke Shields.
I've seen The Matrix once, but so long. Like, I don't like it. Didn't stick with me. Like, I saw
remember-
it, but I don't remember any of it.
Yeah.
I remember going to see a Matrix sequel with my friend when we were both like in middle school or high school, whenever they came out, and he
Did
hadn't
those
seen
movies
the
come out?
original, and he's like, "Can you explain what happened
Can
in the
you quick
first
recap
Matrix?"
the Matrix for me while the previews are starting?
And that's how I realized I didn't fully grasp what happened. It's like, there's fucking machines versus it's robots. There's robots trying to get people, and some people are in pods, but some people are underground dancing.
Yeah.
and the credits start rolling.
And that is always the time where you're like, it's like, oh, I think I know, and then it's like, you say it, and it's like, I can't.
And then it's like Danny Elfman theme kicking in.
They really thought leather, like patent leather, was going to be a big part of the future.
Yeah.
The Matrix movies.
Yeah, the materials that we like, it's so shocking how, I mean, maybe we're not in the future yet. We're still in whatever this is, but we really thought shiny fabrics were going to be a huge piece
A
of,
part of that's
Yeah.
a part of whatever this
society.
is. Yeah.
like
Wasn't it-
everybody would be in shiny
Yep,
I believe in the lore, the year 2100 thereabouts is when they come up with the AI that creates the Matrix. So then maybe at that point in our timeline, that's when the
Oh.
patent leather really starts hitting.
Yeah.
that's maybe when
Because
we
we're
should
still in like
actually
soft pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the
We're in
complete
sweats.
opposite, man.
We're-
Sweatsuits like the husbands of the desperate of the housewives, the
Yes.
Mormon housewives.
Yes.
Like that's the future. Have you watched this show?
No,
They're all sweats all the time.
really.
I don't watch a lot of reality shows, but me and my girlfriend got into this one. It's
Wait,
like,
is this
oh
the
boy.
Secret Lives of
Of
Mormon,
Mormon
Wives?
Wives.
This is the one
Oh,
I
no,
haven't.
this has been on. I haven't seen enough of it, but yeah, okay. But all the husbands are in sweats.
And I think a lot of the wives are in like athleisure.
Everybody's in
The guys are
athleisure
in
all the
sweats.
time now,
They're doing ketamine.
which I don't like.
No, I don't like it either.
Yeah, we talked.
They're
Yeah,
incredibly stupid people.
Oh, some of the dumbest.
I've watched it with like
I
a
like Mormons. I mean,
non-judgmental attitude, and I was like, oh, these people are idiots. They're bad people too. It's kind of
yeah.
yeah. That's one
Yeah.
where they go to like soda bars.
Yeah, they get like 40-ounce sodas.
The
Right.
soda culture is crazy. Like, it's
I
like
didn't realize
putting
that.
like flavored syrup, like taking a Coke and then putting like flavored syrup you would get in like a coffee drink and
Yeah,
cream.
Pumps. They're getting pumps.
Like how you would order the dumbest drink at Starbucks, but the base isn't coffee, it's Coke. It's
That-
crazy.
That's so funny that their baseline thinking was like, I want to do all the stupid, annoying shit that you do at Starbucks, but I can't drink coffee. So how
Right.
do I work? I want to order pumps of stuff.
I want to be pumped too.
They call it like dirty soda or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like
Oh,
that.
Oh, it's so
okay.
great. And I'm like, first of all, like soda is already great.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's already
A can
dirty.
of Diet Coke, I'm the happiest
I
I've
feel
ever been.
naughty.
Oh.
If I have a Coke, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I feel extremely naughty because I drink the straight stuff. I drink the hard stuff.
Me too,
Oh,
man.
The
the
Coke
full fat,
Classic.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Only after a very hard workout will I be like, all right, boxers do this, so now I'm gonna do it too.
It's
Boxers
fine.
do soda after a
They
workout.
drink they drink just a can of Coke after a super
Oh,
intense
man.
workout, and it just brings you
You
back.
love to hear when healthy people do an unhealthy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's
that's how
so nice.
Gwyneth Paltrow smokes
One
one
of
cigarette
us.
a day. Great. I'm doing that.
Yeah,
she looks
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
a kind of awesome ritual.
Yeah,
That's
she
pretty
rules.
sweet.
She
Alex-
sucks, but she's the best.
Alexander Ovechkin, the leading goal scorer in
Yeah.
the history of NHL, chicken parm all the time. He would eat chicken parm at like breakfast. Like
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How cool.
spaghetti.
Greg has been doing that for years. Mixed results.
He's in third place in the NHL scoring list. He's,
Yeah, not
he's
quite.
coming up on him.
Not quite the same.
Yeah. Strong skater, that Greg Stone.
Oh, yeah. He'll tell you about it.
He's there for the fights.
Yeah. So, pretty good,
The
man. Wow.
future.
That nonstop riffing. I think we landed on, what are we at, 20 minutes?
All
That's
right.
like
Oh,
fucking
man, we're
unbelievable,
cruising
man.
through this thing.
Yeah, that is great.
You know, I miss hearing what Greg would have said about the piss napkin, but other than that, I think we're doing a
If
good
you
job.
think we would have got words in, you're crazy.
Yeah, no.
This
He
is
would
the
have
most
turned
we've ever talked.
This does feel like a lot of talking.
He's a bucket man.
He's
that's
a
how he
volume
goes,
shooter.
Yeah.
That guy will get you. That guy will
Oh,
put
that's
up.
not how I meant it, but it makes sense the way you said it. It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
That guy will
He's a
put.
Derrick Rose style volume scorer.
Absolutely is, man. He'll put up 70, and you're like, holy shit! Why
25
is
points a game on 25 shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That percentage is low.
Yeah.
Prime Allen Iverson. That's what.
But if you need offense, my
Yeah.
God, you surround him with the right players.
Yeah.
He's a real right player guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's all the chemistry.
and he sells tickets. He sells
I mean, you're there. Yeah, he's a LaMelo Ball. He's doing stuff. You're like, I wouldn't advise kids to be doing this. You know, but
It's not fundamentally sound, but it's electric.
butts in seats.
Greg
Butts
did not
in
go
seats.
to podcasting camp. He didn't have strong podcasting coaching coming up. He's a
He's a
product
self-taught.
of the, yeah,
His footwork ain't great. But
he
my
was
God,
down
does
at
the
the
ball go through the
crossroads
hoop.
playing blues guitar and was discovered by Leiby and DeVito. And they were like, son, come here a minute.
Yeah, he's raw talent.
Play me that lick.
Yes.
Play me that lick again. Tell me about Lil Haynesboro.
My God, if you don't have 8 fingers, how do you get around to those strings such as you do?
Pring, pring, pring. You got to get down here. I've never seen a boy podcast like this before.
This is that sound you've been waiting for.
This boy sold his soul to the devil to be the greatest podcaster the world's ever seen. He will die at 44.
That's soon.
I hope he's not.
Oh, man. Hey, he's got
Coming up on a couple months.
6 more months.
I'm not wishing ill on Greg's phone. I wish him nothing but blessings.
You seem like you had something like
Oh, I got
There was a moment.
I got a Talktown.
Yeah, exactly. You
thing.
seemed like you were coming out of the gate.
Yesterday when I was coming here, I was on the subway. And it was like a pretty empty train. There were lots of seats available.
Mhm.
I was in a seat on the end where you have like the bar, one of the newer G trains. So
The
there were
flip
like
down?
no, just like a regular bench seat, and then there were like some bars, and then the door. So it's like there's
So not the one with the accordion. You were
No,
near the
not
one with
the-
it
yeah.
still has doors.
yes.
Yes.
So
I like to be clear on which exact model
No,
of
wait,
subway.
I
I
train.
got to please you
It-
perfectly, or else I'm out of this thing.
it
I
was, it
gotta agree
was
with
the
him.
train where there's no doors, but like the
Nice.
door to come in and out of the like. So I was like on the edge next to the door where passengers get on the train.
Speckled floors, new
Yes.
train smell.
So I'm like, all right,
Love it.
there's no one next to me, and I'm on the end, so this should stay open. I should have lots of space. The
Mhm.
train isn't crowded. A man gets on the train and comes and just leans against this bar and is touching me.
Uh-huh.
Shirt flowing over.
Yep,
the little
yep,
thing.
yep. Leaning, texting,
Of course.
like just all. And I'm like, we're
Only-
touching skin. We're short, like
Skin to skin. I know.
And I'm like, when it's crowded, I fully get that we live in a busy city, small public transportation. We're gonna all be up against each other. I understand that. When the train isn't crowded and that's happening, there needs to be some kind of legal bubble. And I'm like, we have this much room.
Mhm.
We all get this much room. If that changes, that changes. But for now, like, you can't come lean against me. Go sit in a seat.
If you are within a foot of me and it's not crowded, I have tap rights.
Yes.
And if you're within 4 inches of me,
tap rights is great.
I'm allowed to defend myself with a small edge weapon. Blades shorter than 3 inches. I'm allowed to stab you
Yeah.
as much as I
I'll
want.
give you a little poke. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to
I
make a
got a
little
little-
indent.
A
Yeah.
gentleman's poke.
A gentleman's poke.
A gentleman's
poke.
A gentleman's poke is legal if you're within a foot of me when you don't have to be.
It makes me so mad. I'm
It-
glad you brought this up.
It drives me
oh.
crazy because again, like there are so many times you ride the subway and it is busy, and I
Yes.
understand like I'm gonna be standing, I'm gonna be over somebody, somebody's gonna be leaning against me.
The
Like whatever.
social contract has a clause for
Yes.
that scenario.
Of
Yes.
course,
But if
yeah.
there's not a lot of people on the train, never lean on anything. Never lean on the stand-up pole. in the
No.
never lean on any pole.
Oh, really?
It,
Yeah.
Never. Think about how the width of a hand. How many hands could fit on the pole? And if you're leaning, you're putting like 8 or 9 hands of space.
Oh,
on
you're
that
saying
pole.
when a lot of people are there.
No, not even if a lot of people are
Oh,
there. If
really?
someone,
Wow.
Yeah, if someone needs to stand up and people need to be holding onto that pole, if you're leaning on that, you're a pig.
Yeah.
You're
Whoa.
a pig.
Oink oink. This little piggy's been dirt trotting all over town. Okay, all right. This is good for me to know.
Some kind of there needs to be some kind
You
of.
just realized you do that.
He's like, yeah, that's how I ride the
love
train.
when I hear a unanimous decisions of something that I've been doing way wrong the whole time.
For what, 25 years.
Yeah, I'll try. I have no problems correcting behavior. I never know when I'm not to be doing stuff. So this is great for me.
If there's like no one on the train, I
Sure.
guess sure, do whatever. Like things are a little
if
looser.
you're doing like a voluntary stand where you didn't even want to sit, there's open seats, you didn't want to sit, fine.
sure,
Lean
lean
away.
on something. But again, like sometimes people just like get so close, and you're like,
Oh,
why?
who
Like
raised you?
even at the Y when I go swim and I put my stuff in a locker, I choose one that's far away from any other lockers that have locks. Because I'm like,
Yes.
what if we're both at our lockers at the same time? We both need a little bit of room to get changed.
If we have a
then I
tragic,
come-
awkward situation where one's trying to get in and the
I
other
come back and there's somebody put their stuff in a locker right next to mine, and there's like everything else is open. What are we doing? What if we're both getting dressed? It's
No.
too close.
Yeah, it's too close for sure. Tap rights, a gentleman's
Tap
poke.
rights,
I
gentleman's
love
poke,
that.
short blade. I think these are all like really effective
Yeah.
talk town.
Yeah, you know,
Subway surfing is okay in super crowded train situations. Put people on the top.
Absolutely.
and that's great. Yeah, they're like
Get on the
those
top.
Bangladesh buses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hop right up there.
that looks fun.
They got it figured out. They figured out how to put, a billion people on a subcontinent. We're going to have to figure out how to do that ourselves as overcrowding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Comes
we
for our
can't solve
cities.
rush hour on the 7 train.
Get on the
Yeah,
upper deck,
jeez.
baby.
Yeah, I lo-
outside,
I
fresh
lo-
air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing, right? All right, I get, people seem to be riding these things anyway. Put some stuff up there.
Well, I was gonna say
You
like
know?
a couple seat belts or like some kind of poles to hold on to or
Yeah.
something.
Exactly.
And you go up there. You're like, I know I'm taking my life into my own hands,
Yep.
but I'm making the choice.
Right.
The train will not stop if you
Yeah.
fall onto the tracks and
Yes.
you are roadkill.
Yeah, man, the drug problem free needles situation.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
So
Safe
harm
injection
reduction.
sites.
Yeah, put some handles up there, a bucket of goggles, because when
Oh,
the wind
yeah.
races,
And
get
they'll be
you-
the goggles are in like barbicide.
Yeah. Squonk. You pull them out of the thing.
so that they're always clean.
Yeah. Oh, perfect system.
yeah, man, that would be
You
awesome.
strap those on. There's some bars at the front of the train so you can Jack and Rose. You can Titanic at the front.
Yeah,
and
that's
stand
fun.
up there.
I like that.
Against-
Yeah, man, that's like that, and those are like those are real Subway takes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like those are fun interviews for Kareem.
Yeah. Wow.
Subway surfing takes.
Subway surfing takes.
It's so loud you never hear
100%.
any of it.
He's like 100% disabunk. I think income tax should be abolished.
A bird hit somebody. Like that. What was it? Was it Fabio?
Yes.
Who was riding
Yeah.
the
On the
roller
roller
coaster
coaster.
and a seagull like hit him
So
in the face and he
funny.
died.
Yeah.
Does not get talked about enough.
We should be
improbability
bringing
of
it up
that.
every week. It's a crazy photo.
Welcome back to the podcast. Just your weekly reminder that Fabio was hit in the face with a bird on the roller coaster at Busch Gardens because he was wearing feathers on his head and the bird tried to mate.
It is the funniest story in our whole history as a species.
It's the right person. It's
Yep,
the right
exactly.
level of like everybody's okay. I mean, the
Yep.
bird's dead, but like he's like it's not like a child died or like something. Like
Bird's gonna die sometime.
that's what they're doing.
It was
Yeah.
the Randy Johnson bird and the Fabio bird, and they both
Exactly,
got
man.
fucking blown up. And it was on top of that, it just occurred to me that was the one reason Fabio would ever go to like Northern Virginia or wherever Busch Gardens is.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's
why would this international model be in
Yeah.
like suburban Virginia? It's like, oh, because he got a bag. He got a bag to go promote a
Yep.
roller
Yep.
coaster, and it was like, what could go wrong? Boom.
Yeah.
Poultry.
You think it's such an easy press day? You're like, ride the roller coaster once, and then you can go
Yeah.
back to the hotel. And it's like,
Man.
oh, I've
that moment when a bird is coming at you and you go, well, everything I've ever known about birds, they'll miss.
Their instincts are incredible.
Their
They'll
instincts,
move.
they'll get close, but they'll miss. I'm gonna be fine. And that bird's getting closer and closer. You're like,
and you're like, this is not.
I think this bird's gonna hit me in the face.
What if he was on a beta blocker because he was like afraid of roller coasters and he was
Oh.
just doing that to get his
That'd be
heart rate
me.
down? He's like, huh, interesting. Boom. he didn't move. He didn't flinch. The bird
the
came
blood
right at
on
him.
him when he like. So
Iconic photo.
Unbelievable.
well, like
man.
birds keep flying into my, balcony door, my glass door, my
right.
window. They keep smacking
Oh.
into it
You have
and
beautiful
dying.
plants?
What?
You have beautiful plants?
I have a couple plants inside, but there's a tree behind my building, and I think that the windows reflect it most of the day.
They call that an attractive nuisance in the legal field. That's what happens. You just feel flying right in there.
Anyway, they keep leaving these big oily imprints and dying. It's so fucked up. So I have that owl, like I said yesterday.
Right.
Have either of you
It's not
ever
doing a lot.
Have either of you ever physically touched a pigeon?
I've tried.
Once.
I'll try to get my clutches on these things, but they're pretty squirrely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
They're usually
You
pretty
have?
good. I got brushed with a feather like in my face. I used to have to
Wow.
walk through this horrific overpass to get to my stupid day job. And it was like the pigeon den.
Yeah, they all
And
hang out there.
They all hang out there and there's they walk by and they go
Yeah.
Just one of them brushed me one day. I was like, I
I
didn't
get
think
it.
it
But
could
you're
happen.
up there.
I
Yeah,
am up
you're
there.
high.
You're up
They're like,
there,
they're not usually up this high.
Yeah, yeah. They don't know. They're like, I don't know. Sometimes trees walk. I don't. What do they know? You know?
There are hazards at my altitude, that is for sure. Yeah, it's not.
I did see a guy. We were walking. I used to talk about this on stage. We were walking like towards each other on a sidewalk, and there was a pigeon just sitting on the sidewalk, and he kept getting closer to it, and like assumed like it's gonna fly away. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna break my gate here. But when he got up close to it, the pigeon just kind of went vertical like a helicopter instead of flying
Wow.
off, and
Whoa.
him and it hit him in the like. It was like the wing like went in his mouth.
Oh.
And he was like, he was like, "Ah, ah," and like I was just watching it, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, it was like one of the worst. I was like, go to a hospital. You have every disease now. It was chilling.
Oh God.
Oh, it was so gross. I like
Oh.
thinking about it makes me like very upset.
It's crazy to know what
Wow.
a pigeon might.
Tastes.
Yeah, have a sense of taste for a pigeon feather is a wild thing to have
Have a
in the
sense
deep
memory of
recesses
that.
of yourself. Yeah. Wow.
Just one day you're like 75 years old and that taste comes back to you. Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Some
It's like-
perfect combination of sewage and
Yes.
weird wind, and you go pigeon feather. That's wild.
Insane. It was really upsetting.
nightmare
Wow.
scenario.
But I do. I mean, I'm in the camp of the pigeon, and I know. I think pigeons are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
They have a nice gradient. They have like some
Yeah.
purples and greens
I
like
also
the
like
Joker.
the like.
Yeah, I like
that.
that.
That's a fun noise.
Yeah.
The cooing. It's not like a like. I don't like a squawking bird.
Right, when they're
but
not
a
on
cooing
red
bird, I
alert.
think I'm fine with.
It
Yeah, when they
basically
like
does.
sit on an air conditioner and it like echoes like.
I love it. And I like when they get real dirty. I like the amount of, I guess, variety within the world of pigeons. Some of them are like this beautiful candy painted, like just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just like just a gorgeous coat on them, and then these other ones that are just like dirt balls.
Yeah.
And they're pretty egalitarian. They're all hanging out together.
Some
It's
of them look
true.
like
They don't
19th
shun.
century coal miners. So they've just
Yeah, they really do. Tufted everywhere.
yeah.
been through some shit.
Like they look like a nerd in like a sex movie in the 80s. Where they come out of like a room and their hair is
Yeah.
like,
Whoa.
yeah.
They just poured something in the wrong beaker and it exploded. And others they look like the Joker suit with their purple and
Yes.
green.
Yeah.
They got-
Slick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very slick.
Watercolor.
Yeah.
We love the pigeons. Come on the podcast, pigeons.
I'd release them in the room if I could. I'd do anything to get eyeballs on this thing.
Honestly, whatever's gonna take this.
Fine. Look, am I embarrassed that the P guard came out? But perfectly
Hey.
timed.
Next week on the pod, J.D. Vance and a bunch of pigeons.
And Anthony has a new prototype for the P guard.
And half of Leiby's body's on fire. Join the Patreon, please.
She's Gus Fringing it, half her body's.
God, do you remember that show on Fox, The Chair?
Chair.
No.
They
Oh, my-
execute a prisoner live on television.
We're getting closer to that.
It might have not been called The Chair. It was like, I probably wasn't.
Thank you.
It might have been called Frasier, but I was new to
Either way, there was a chair in some scenes.
As a chair, and they would ask you like they would simulate like different weather events, and you'd be in this chair, and they would just
What
like
channel? Fox?
this was Fox because Fox.
It was
I don't-
Fox Weather. it was like you scroll way down on
Yeah.
Tubi or what's it called on Roku. It's
Yeah.
one of those weird Fox
Yeah,
channels.
it was hosted by Janice Huff. Sure, famed local New York weather person.
Shout out Janice Huff.
Yeah, but so the contestant would be in the. I actually think Rob Lowe might have hosted it.
He hosted the floor.
He hosted the floor.
Not to be
Okay,
confused
And Chris
with the
Hardwick hosted
chair.
the wall.
I am
We're so close to a
The
house.
ceiling.
And
That's the only way Americans are
and
getting
Dwayne
housing.
Wade was the cube, right?
Dwayne Wade was
Correct,
the cube.
okay.
He encompassed all sides.
So yeah, I'm not sure who hosted the chair. Also, it might not have been called the chair. We know this already. So, but the contestant would be in the chair, and
It's called Judge Judy.
and the contestant would have, in the beginning it would just be like, I think the temperature would be a little high, and they would have questions flung at them, but eventually they would be in like a Category 5 hurricane. So just wind was whipping around
Wet.
them, and they were
Leaves.
Was it like in like a?
yeah, it was in like a ball, like a hamster wheelie kind of thing. Yeah. Do you kind of remember this?
No.
No, this was definitely something that had a commercial during like Sunday football, and you're like, did I hallucinate that?
I do
It might have
like
been on Rick and
that.
Morty, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I do like, okay, I like this idea of a space where you could experience things that are bad. I do think like America has an empathy problem.
Hmm.
Mm.
And sometimes people are like, fuck them, a hurricane. What? It's raining? Who gives a
Yeah.
shit? Like, okay, you go sit in the fucking hurricane chair for 10 minutes and you tell me if that's pleasant to
Yeah.
be outside. Or like, I do think that would help everybody be like a little more like, oh, that's a bad thing. And
Yeah.
we should take that thing seriously.
Earthquake simulators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put things under people's houses and shake them.
Oh, this is.
But I think
Sure. Yeah. Let's figure that technology out.
I think I have a theory about how Anthony came up with this show, and we're gonna look it up on IMDb to see if the chair is real. But I think Anthony just saw that poster of the guy who's like in the chair with the goggles,
Yes.
and it's like blowing really
Yes.
hard wind at him, and his tie is going back, and he's like, "Oh, that was a TV show."
Yeah.
And it
That
is-
was a reality competition show on Fox about weather.
You dreamed up that show. I think you need to pitch that. That's a format.
Honestly, if this show doesn't exist and there isn't, and again, that if, a lot of weight on that if.
50-50.
You should pitch this because I do think that is something that at this point it would be cheap and
Yes.
somebody would make
A
it.
big industrial fan.
Yeah, yeah, and a
Some
bucket of water.
washed-up celebrities.
Yeah, what was that?
Right, it's like Heidi Montag's going in the chair.
Oh, you didn't make it on Dancing with the Stars. That's why you're going in the show.
A weather
Right.
chair.
That's so funny. In the beginning of the episode, she's like, I don't know what the big deal was about in Asheville, North Carolina, or whatever. And then
We're
she
gonna
goes
flash
in
Like you're in a
flood.
mudslide.
and then she goes in the chair and she's like, you gotta donate, people. It's fucking crazy. Nicole, are you looking it up? All right, so where do we stand?
Nothing yet. Stay tuned.
you just bought yourself
What
a
are you
ticket.
even looking for?
Well, yeah, what did you type into Google? That's a great question.
The second round of the chair is a drought simulator where you're just locked in an extremely dry room for 8 weeks.
Yes. Yeah, you just have to live through terror. You look up the chair.
I've Googled so many things at this point.
I don't think it exists,
Right now,
Anthony.
I'm on weather chair competition show.
That's a good place to be. That's going to get you closer where we are.
That's
we
what I
want.
would search.
There's so many shows called The Chair, and none of them have anything to do with weather.
Yeah, I think the chair is where I've misled everybody.
You're thinking of
there
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I know.
And then you're simulating the Regis Philbin experience. In your mind, it's like severe extreme weather.
The
Here we go.
Chamber?
The chamber. That's it. I knew it was a C.
Yeah, but this is...
And an er.
Wait, but what is it?
There are weather events, but the description is the show featured contestants answering questions while strapped into a torture chamber.
Ah, I thought it was all weather related.
Well, so in which they were exposed to either very hot or very cold temperatures alongside
Okay,
other
you know what?
environmental extremes.
not too bad.
crazy.
I'll give you
Not
credit.
too
Not
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it's a trivia show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had most of it right, but we've now fine-tuned it to a way where I think we could really pitch this thing.
I mean, I don't know why we're not in a room with Fox right now.
It's so funny that like the reports of Abu Ghraib came out or something, and then the Fox executives were like, "That's a show."
Yeah.
Enhanced interrogation techniques,
Super cool country. I love it here.
prolonged uncomfortable positions, eh?
And if they have to know the capital of Montana.
Yeah. Hell no.
Oh,
Freaking, oh
man.
my god!
Yeah.
I was talking to someone who worked on a reality show. I can't remember who it was, but they like were in production on a reality show. They were like a PA or something, and like they were shooting this thing in Texas, where like it was a very physically demanding reality show, and they have to have stand-ins in case
For
like
like
yeah, for
blocking and-
whatever
yeah.
reason they have, or no, like backup
like-
people who are regular
Oh.
people who are going to be contestants, but like they're just backups in case someone else has to drop out, so they just like get their coverage, whatever. And this person like doing some physical challenge fell and like hit a piece of metal and like split their forehead open on the first day, and they were just not in the show. They were a stand-in, and they like split. They were just like taking out. There are just so many casualties going into
Yeah.
all these reality
Well,
shows.
I
that are
always
being
am like
filmed.
shocked, and I think especially not even the competition, like the intense, like Survivor, or Naked and Afraid, or like what, like
Yeah.
like extreme sports stuff. But I always like I watch Vanderpump Rules, I watch Summer House, I watch like these
Mhm.
people are getting blackout drunk and like walking like they are like they're all like obliterated and on a ton of drugs and like at a house with a pool. And I'm like, how is no one
Yeah.
they're always like, wait, throw that watermelon at me. I'm gonna hit it with a knife and like cut it in half. And I'm like, how are you all alive? No one's ever been like seriously injured on those like that
Yeah,
that
what-
production is caught on.
At one point, do you intervene?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, what's the line for producers to be like, maybe we don't play with the knife? Like,
It's just documentary filmmakers. Like someone's about to intervene because someone's about to electrocute themselves in the jacuzzi, and they're like, "We don't play
Ratings.
God. we let nature take its course."
We are silent observers. That is who we are.
Just fucking dead.
Let it ring its course. It'll flow through her, and then she'll be different because of it. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Now where are we at in time?
Third time check of this show.
47.
Cool.
Great. Rolling. I just need that for security
yeah,
reasons.
just to know what we're working
I
with.
got to know how I pace myself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
you don't want to go too crazy and then hit 50 and be done.
Totally, man.
Anthony checks in again. He's like, 2 days? That got away from me.
Oh, man. Yeah, so you're the personal space thing with your height. What's
Yes,
that
yes.
experience
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, because the y-axis becomes a factor with the personal space. The height, though, I feel like a lot of times if I'm walking in a group with people and we're walking down the street, people don't realize that they're walking me into stuff.
Like signs and
That's
trees.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Branches that are only really affecting
Yeah.
me, and they're like like nudging me, and then I'm on the side, and now I'm like, I've got to go on next Matrix reference. I got to go on like a Neo angle to get underneath.
That one I know.
You got to
Whatever
know
it
that
was.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge.
But yeah, you got to be conscious. The subway, I hit my head on the subway doors if I'm not careful. I hit
Umbrellas
my head on the
must be a
railings.
nightmare.
Umbrellas, the nerve.
Or are you above?
No, they're right at eye level.
Yeah.
But the nerve of people, if
It's crazy.
I'm holding an umbrella too.
Right.
They're coming towards me. They have the nerve to go high on me.
No,
Some people,
you
'cause-
gotta go like
no
or like to the side or
to the
like,
side, but I
To the
go
side.
high.
Yeah.
I'm up here. I
You
go
have
high.
to. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm,
you're going up.
I'm top
You-
bunk,
yeah.
right?
You're
You
top
don't
bunk,
don't
yeah.
try to go high on me.
No, of
and
course.
alpha dog me in the rain.
Yeah, I think sometimes people, I think it's unfairly to tall people.
Thank
They
you.
would go, "Hey, you're tall. By the grace of God, this guy's got it all." So you go, "Well, he can take
Well, fuck him.
a little
Sure.
umbrella poke to the temple or
Sure.
whatever." You know, because I'd watch it. You know, people would play against Shaq, and they would go, "I'll hack the fuck out of this
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
He's 7'1", he's 350 pounds.
They
He'll be
want to
fine."
attack the tall. People want
Yeah.
to attack the tall.
They don't realize you're a person too. Sometimes
That's
I
right.
think that people do that.
I am a person sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have terrier instincts.
Would
when
it be
comes to-
helpful for you if sidewalks had kind of a tunnel, not a tunnel, but like
trough.
a
A
trough?
trough.
If they
So
had-
then you, instead of like it would level everybody out.
I appreciate the creative solutions.
Like an
approach.
HOV lane. but
Yeah.
for tall people.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
This
what
is
happened? They
interesting.
tried that in medieval Europe, where the gutter,
Really?
where like the sewer was the
Oh.
middle of the street, and that
Ugh.
was lower, and everything kind of flowed into the sewer, and then the tall people would be walking in the filthiest part of the sidewalk. But I appreciate the
Okay.
outside the box thinking.
How would we get around that? Because they did a lot of stuff back then where you're like, good ideas, but you weren't there
The
yet.
execution.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
The
so I
execution
do
was not
wonder if
good.
there's like some kind of
Well, I guess if
No.
we're not,
gutter system.
letting sewage just run through the streets, it might
Yeah.
be slightly cleaner.
They had to redo Paris because of that. They
Yes.
dug up all of Paris. They
Right,
redid it.
right.
Another, I just I observed a new thing about being tall that
Wow.
I
This
hadn't
late
heard
in the
anyone
game.
comment.
That's
this late in
fun,
the game.
man.
Yeah,
How fun.
That's great.
I mean, I'm 20 plus years in the being tall over 6'5" game, and if
Wow.
I'm in a line, if I'm like at the movie theater, like say for concessions or whatever, and it's like one of those lines where people have to walk through it perpendicular for whatever
Oh,
reason.
like if the line
Sure.
is going straight back through like a place that people go
the
this
line
way.
is going
Yeah.
north-south, but people need to walk
Yes.
east-west for
I
some
experienced
reason.
this people waiting on a train like an Amtrak or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
got to cut through. Yeah.
As I move through the line, people walk in front of me. No matter, I'm always the choice. I'm the one.
Interesting.
And I used to think like, do people think I'm a bitch or something? Like they just contest me like that? They can walk right into my personal space. But I think it's because my head is up higher. Their head's not walking right by a head. They're walking by a chest. So they just like go straight.
I think you're
by
right.
me.
I think you're
I think
100% right.
They don't have to make eye contact. They don't
Yeah.
have. There's
Yeah.
not.
There's not as much.
Yes.
There's not the purse lip,
Confrontation.
Yeah.
the purse lip face that you do.
Yep.
You know,
The
going through.
possibility of a fight lessens, and if you
Yeah.
can take that
True.
chance, you're gonna take that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
They know that we're big, but we're docile.
That's-
we're bred to
I
be
think-
Yeah, like a
docile.
brontosaurus.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
We're herbivores. Stop fucking with us.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. Where
Yeah.
you go, going back to the Shaq thing. This guy knows the strength of himself, so because of that, he's had to make himself so domesticated as not to hurt people.
Yes.
So
Will Chamberlain used to not dunk on people because he was worried that he would break somebody's hand on the rim. He
Right.
stopped
Ooh.
doing it.
and that's why
Yeah.
you have a lot of short guys that are itching to fight
Right.
because
Yes.
they have that insecurity. Whereas like these
chicken
bigger
hawk.
guys,
The chicken hawk comes striding up to you.
Yep.
Wants to test you. I had an interaction, not a fight, and it was never going to be a fight or anything, but it was just funny. Like I was at a crowded bar for like a watch party for like Olympic hockey or something, and it's like there's a bunch of screens all the way around, and it's super crowded. I'm like in the middle of the floor, standing,
Uh-huh.
and I just pick a spot and I stand, fully conscious that I block views everywhere I go. And this
What are you supposed to do?
this British guy like taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Excuse me, I know there's nothing you can do about it, but you're in a lot of people's way."
Cool.
He just wanted me to know.
yeah, cool man. I'll
What do you
chop
want-
off my legs.
Yeah, what do you want me to do
tart.
here?
Go colonize somebody about it, you little bitch.
Is there anything that you're like, I wish this existed because my life as a tall person would be easier if we had this?
So on airplanes,
Mm.
they have seatbelt extenders.
Yeah.
God bless. Seat scooch backers would be a huge thing. I mean, I realize I'm asking for special treatment and I'd be crushing whoever, but say the person sitting behind me is real small.
What if
their
there's a
knees
row
don't
that's
go
for
out.
talls that has extra room behind it for that?
That could be crucial. They give me the exit row
Oh,
sometimes out of
yeah.
sympathy, but
Of course.
I'm like, place people on the plane and wherever,
should
however this
always
puzzle
have
fits
to-
together.
according to body type.
you got
yeah.
all my stuff, I think. Or
Yeah.
you look at my license. Height and weight should always be factored in to like. I think orchestrating who sits where on a plane to most, first class or whatever. You're paying more. I don't know how to solve that problem, but the rest of it, it's like organizing like a dinner party. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
seating
terms of
arrangement.
like if you're tall, you got nobody behind you. You're 6'7".
And then,
you got
and then
nobody
all
behind
those
you. That's crazy.
tickets should be the same price. I
Yes.
think it should be like, we're going to put everybody where they'll be the most comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but like, paying more, like then you just go into another class. You're not like, but like everybody back here in economy, like we'll configure this for everybody's comfort. So some talls can go in certain rows and
Whoa.
some larger people can go in, like,
What if you
that's what it should be.
Yeah.
spread out first class throughout the entire plane? It's
Interesting.
along the windows. The window seats are first class. They're slightly wider seats. They're set apart a little bit from the seats in front of them. That way, they all board first. They go to the periphery. They're boarding group one. The plane boards faster for everybody. First class people get a little more space. They get their
They're
little
going to be mad they're not
amenities and
getting off
stuff.
first.
They'll be getting off last in a lot of cases. You're right. Yeah, they need
How
a
do we
secret
solve
escape hatch.
That. Yeah.
Mm.
There'd have to be.
There just need to be less seats on planes. We need to make
Yes.
this like humane again for people to
Didn't
travel.
they,
It
didn't they
is
used to have
true,
like
man.
benches and stuff on like the old planes in like the 40s and 50s? It was like a classy setup. You'd be,
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
sitting on couches and shit.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
They-
like furniture, lamps, like a whole like I'm like, yeah, let's bring back that. But
Oak
without having to buy like a private pod on like Emirates Air or something like that or whatever the fuck all that like
it
weird
is
luxury.
weird because the rest of it, for the most part, you're flying over Earth. The cloud. It's so majestic. The
Yeah.
whole experience
Yes.
is so majestic. To then be crammed into like a city bus. Is,
Yeah.
it's
It's
wild.
crazy. It's crazy that we're like we take this flight and then we're like, what if we made it worse?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What if there was Wi-Fi so I was permanently tethered to whatever was bothering me on the ground, and I had to just look at all
yeah.
my same
Yeah, what if I
shit
could
in the
answer
air?
a work email in
Yeah.
the sky? Why did we do that?
Yeah.
It
What
should
if-
only be for movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if I could not get apart at 80,000 feet?
Yeah. I want to get my rejection while I'm
It's a
over
no.
Iowa.
No.
I do think there should be like certain rows where it's like if you are tall, you get to choose if you would like to sit in this row. There's a little more room
I love that. If that
Where
became,
it still ends up being like the same amount, like what you would get and what I get in a regular seat would be like more or
Yeah.
less still the same level of comfort. But it would just be
Yes.
same for, if you're overweight. That should be
because
like,
there are knee
Yep.
politics, there are leg politics when you have
Sure.
neighbors at your seats. Like,
Of course.
everyone should, in theory, we should all be entitled to that 90-degree, that armrest extended, right? That should be your
Yep.
area. But some of us need to, I'm not saying man spread, but people need
course.
a little more need. Some people need a lot
you
less.
have more person.
yes.
It's fine. It's
It's
not your
just- right.
fault.
Right. Why
Yeah.
are we making like people fit into like we made up airplanes. We made up those shapes and sizes. It's not like nature. It's like
No.
when you have a baby, it's like, well, it's only going to be like at most 14 pounds. Otherwise, you can't really get it out. Like that's a biological design. We built airplanes on
This is not a
specs that we
naturally
decided.
occurring 737.
We know how big people are.
Yeah. Filter them out. Filter the new guys in.
Yeah.
The new planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luxurious that face the windows. They face the sides of the plane. That's where the first class goes. The pores go in the middle. The pores are ushered in through another door.
Okay.
The rich,
I
the
didn't-
strap hangers,
Strap hangers.
airbound strap hangers.
Imagine being facing imagine being 90 degrees during takeoff and landing. Just
Yeah,
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it.
yeah.
Life on that.
skateboard landing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Leaning
that's
this
cool.
way.
Hit the
That's
That'd be
tarmac.
cool
fun
to
to
me.
experience.
That's a cool
I
thing
never
to
want
experience.
to see the pores. The worst part of flying is when I see them walk past me as they board. They have the nerve to look at me.
They sound different. I don't even like the way they sound.
They give first class people tinnitus as the rest of us walk back to row 23.
You must be too poor for me to register what you're saying.
Yeah, those
it
aren't
all
words.
comes off as a
White
weird blur of noise. Oh man!
Oh.
All right, you got anything to plug?
Yeah.
Do I don't know when this comes out, but I might have
Neither
a
do
little.
I.
October 15th.
All right, I might have a little set coming out on the old YouTube.
Oh, really?
just
Oh,
kinda
nice.
around that
Man,
time. So
that's exciting for people.
Yeah.
New
Well,
JP jokes are
new
exciting
stuff.
for
It'll
humanity.
either be out or coming out soon by the time this.
Yes.
So plug away.
There you go. It's
The
Cracked
22nd.
Cracked
22nd.
Comedy Club.
Oh
Sure.
man,
Oh,
Get
yeah.
on there,
Great.
look at my comedy.
great! Yeah,
Great.
watch JP's set. JP's
Yeah,
one of the
so
funniest
funny.
comics in the world.
Two of the
That's true.
funniest
In my
right here.
opinion.
Come on, freaking
Um,
blessed.
Libs, you got anything?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked at my calendar to know like what could possibly be happening October, November.
Nothing more
She's
offensive
gonna be on the chair.
to Alison Leiby than asking her what she's got coming up. It's the meanest she'll be to herself in that moment.
I'm like nothing. I don't even do comedy anymore.
If you want to see Leiby unravel at what it's like to yell at herself in a mirror, ask her what she's got coming up. It's a wild thing.
Labby's at dinner at Per Se with Anna Wintour. Like, I've got
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
going on. She's being profiled in the New Yorker right now.
It
Like,
really is
oh,
unbelievable.
I got
everything's at a
nothing.
real standstill.
Yeah, it really is. Like,
true.
Leiby's got a book on the way. She's got a television show that's hanging in the air. God knows the amount of things she's consulting on at the same
Just this,
time.
I guess, this
And-
stupid 8-part limited series with Bill Hader and Anthony Hopkins. Other than that, nothing.
Meanwhile, I'm promoting breweries in Connecticut.
Yes, my man, dude. That's you're cutting into my lane.
Yeah, it does kind of make me kind of unravel. So
That's great.
I got nothing.
I'm doing a $300 brewery spot near you.
Yeah, and I'll just rattle off those dates.
If you live
Succession
in
and
interior
proudly.
New England, hit me up.
Interior doing.
I am breaking even all over the country this fall. If you'd like to see me. Oh man, November 13th, Grove 34, long set New York Comedy Festival show.
Hell yeah. Love
And
Grove.
as always, thanks to Nicole Lyons,
Yes.
Lyons Productions. She's the
Nicole.
best. And Nicole has recently been robbed
Yes.
of so much money that it is untenable for
Yes.
her to continue to exist in this world. Yet she is.
Somehow.
So please, if you're a fan of this podcast,
I'm in the streets looking for whoever did it.
and JP is on the
Ooh,
hot.
Yes.
I'm fired up
And
now.
he can see him because he's up above all of
Yeah,
us.
right.
So watch it. He's like the BBC, not the BBC, CCTV. The cameras.
Oh,
BBC
CCTV. Yes.
That's right. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. God, I
British
really,
Closed circuit television.
I really
on
straddle the line
security
between smart and
cameras.
dumb in a way, which
I
is
know.
just
Same.
bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're a fan of the Beautiful Boys, what are the other pods?
Sag Daddy to Pod.
Sag Daddy to
Yeah.
Pod. Nicole
Beautiful boys,
is
Sag Daddy.
unbelievable, and if you can help her out in any way possible, please do that. That's it.
Yep.
Greg's not here.
Yeah,
so
Greg's not here, so
If you liked this episode, it's kind of an episode, you'll never hear another one like it.
yeah, no,
That'll be
this
it.
is untenable for
Greg,
us.
I have a message. Greg would like to plug the changing of the tides. Get yourself a lunar calendar, see when that's going to be happening. Go to the sea and look at the ocean.